Hey everybody, it's me, Jen Evers with Quality Crafts. Welcome to another Friday. I am so tired. I had a fabulous week. There wasn't anything wrong with that. I got plenty of sleep, but I'm just feeling like drained. Like when do you get that? You come home from work and you just sit down, and then you feel like you can never get back up. Which is why when I get home from work, I either do my workout or mow my lawn or do whatever I have to do before I sit down because then I'm done. We're gonna work with this awesome stuff today. It's called Distress Resist Spray. I've got a whole bunch of stuff I'm going to show you that we can do. And there's a lot more that we can do with it that I haven't done. And if you've got some ideas you want me to try out today, I'd be happy to do that as well. So here are some of the things that I've recently done. Isn't that fun? Now that's how mine sprays out. If I literally just push, 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 it goes spray, spray, spray. And so that was really cool. They did like a rainbow. That's really pretty. Another thing I did was I was trying to play around with some make your own paper stencils. Now, if you have water next to you, you can spray this on a stencil and immediately put it in the water, and it will like dissipate, just dissolve. However, you cannot get this on anything because it will stick and harden and stay on any surface you have. That being said, that the only way you could get it off of a stencil is if you put it immediately in water before it has any chance to dry. Otherwise, it's stuck there forever. So be very careful with it. Make sure you have a box. I'm going to use my spray box today. I have one put together right here. So when I spray, it's going to be in this box. And I'm going to make sure that it's not going outside of this area, because it will stick to your non-stick sheets. It'll stick to everything. I watched Tim Holtz and he said it will stick to everything. He damaged one of his computers that way. So don't do that. So I did do my own little stencil. I put that onto another piece of cardstock. It's smaller than the cardstock, so I sprayed through it, and then after I sprayed through it, I put some ink on it. We're going to do some of these things together, so don't worry. This is just a random spray, and then I did a couple of light colors on there. Hi, Cindy. I should say hi to everybody. I was just so much into how tired I was, right? Hello, Debbie, Arrow Mama. Let's see. Linda Carafa, Kathy Godwin, Linda Landis, Monica Halverson. Hello, everybody. And so here was what was left of my homemade stencil from the cutout. I'm like, there it is. Isn't that cool texture you get from that? And then I did like a lighter purple and a darker purple, and we can do that together too. Then I got to thinking, couldn't I get light? So I wanted light and dark. Here's the light orange paper I used. And then I made my own stencil here by punching out all those holes. And I put that on the top like this. And then when I took it off, I had those shiny dots left. And then I went over it with some orange, so everything else but those dots got darker orange, but it left the light orange behind. Now that is a clue that you can use. You can put any colors in the background that you want to stay in the background. And I thought, you know what, I could still use this, so I went ahead and colored some of this blue. And if I put it on top of this one, not the way I originally put it down, you get another really cool look. It almost looks like cheese, blue cheese. Do you see the dots? But then you see the lighter ones and you see the darker ones with the blue. That is really cool. So you can use whatever you want of those pieces, of course. So let's go ahead and do some of this together. That's some of the stuff that I had done ahead of time. Also, after you spray it, you should wipe down the nozzle so that doesn't harden shut. Hopefully I wiped mine enough that I won't have any issues today. I shouldn't. One of the things that I want to try is putting something in the background. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to cut out a circle. I'm going to do it the old-fashioned way, because I kind of want my circle to be like right in the middle of the card. So I'm just going to trace and cut. I like my little blue scissors for this if I can find them. There they are. I was using them just recently to open a box. Hey, Melanie Duffy. Have you guys seen, well, Linda Landis, you missed the beginning. We're doing Distress Resist Spray. If you ever get confused, you can always look at the title too, my friend. So we're going to go ahead and cut out this circle. I knew I didn't have a punch about this size, and I also knew that it wouldn't go right into the middle of this card, which is why I chose to do it this way. So there we go. I'm going to put another one underneath it. But before I do that and spray, I want to put down something stamped under there. Somebody used one of this. The Stampers Anonymous, which is one called Pressed Foliage. Isn't that cool? Let me take it out of the plastic. You won't get so much of that shiny in your eye. Oh, and that's under plastic too, but here. So let's see, what do I want in there? I really, really like this one, so let's go ahead and use this one. I've got a large block in here, my block holder, and hopefully I won't knock everything down. Some VersaFine on there. We have the Distress ink in stock, if you need some. I'm not sure how many we have. Penny might be able to look. Ooh. Let's see what's going to show through that circle. Perfect. And what's super exciting is that now we have items in our store at Quality Crafts. Not just I can get the blocks. I've kind of been waiting for a few of the ones that I wanted to order have been out of stock, and I want to make sure I get some really nice ones for you. But yes, Melanie, I will be carrying acrylic blocks. If there's a set in particular that you really love, let me know so I can order those. So now I'm going to put this stencil that I made over the top of this so that I can spray that distressed spray on top of there through the circle. And I'm going to bring in this. And hopefully you guys can see that. I'm going to have to stand up a little bit too. I'm not going to tape it together. I'm just going to do, hopefully we'll just get, you know, right in that circle. Mine is getting stuck. I don't know why. I wiped it off every time I used it yesterday. It's just spraying straight out in a straight line. There we go. I don't know why that worked, but there we go. Perfect. Now I'm putting on a lot. I'm being really, really generous with this. And I'll also be able to use this at another time too. So I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to try to see if I can show this to you, how much I put on there. You don't have to put on a ton. The lighter the layer you do, the faster it'll dry. But check that out. See how it looks milky? It will dry perfectly clear. So you can tell it's still wet. And you can speed it up too. So I'm going to speed heat so we don't have to wait. The one block that I do have in right now, Melanie, is one, I think it's a tonic one, and it's a bigger one. Remind me afterwards, send me a message and I'll show you what it looks like. I could even have put some watercolor on those leaves and made that stand out as well, if I wanted to save that color. You can see while I'm heating it that it's turning clear and it doesn't look blue anymore, but right there in that spot, do you see that puddle looks blue? That's not dry yet. There we go. It's dry to the touch on the top, so now we can go in and add some ink. So you can add whatever you want around the edge of it. I'm thinking maybe some blues and greens. Peacock feathers. Maybe I want to do that with Salty Ocean. I think that would look really pretty. Maybe a little bit of that forest moss. I got a couple others that jumped off the shelf. Let's see what else we got. Yeah, I think that's good for now. Let's go ahead and start off with a little bit of the peacock feathers. I don't think I'll need the forest moss. I think the blue on the outside is going to look really cool. Right? Happy Friday the 13th. And then when we're done, we're going to take either a dry towel or paper towel, whatever you have, a dry something. I'm going to take this little piece of Kleenex I have here, and we're going to rub that over, taking off the color from on top of our spray. And then we have that highlighted spot. Isn't that cool? So that is totally ready to just go on a card, just like that. And we could add some little diamonds and stuff to it, but we'll hang on to that, because if we get to the end and we want to make cards, we can do that. Right, and another thing that I'd like to try is just adding some random sprays, because we all have the Tim Holt sprays that we got in, so we want to use those too. Where did I put my little extra doodads? They are hiding. I gotta put some of this stuff away as I go. There. Got that circle cut out. We don't need that anymore. Alrighty. So let's just do one of these. And we're going to do all this right in the box. First, we're going to lay down a card. Then we're going to cover that with our spray. And we don't have to do a ton of it. I'm just going to do a little bit of it. Try to get some. If you squeeze real slow, you get some really big splats. Because I want a lot of the other color to show up too. But there I've got a little bit on all of that card. I'm going to lift it up. If it's shiny, you should be able to see it. Where I've got some bigger spots and some smaller ones. Okay. We're going to give that a second to dry. We're going to speed it along. Got a couple of really big splotches. Let's just check those out. That's still wet. A little bit wet. Maybe we'll just touch those up a little bit. Okay. So something that I noticed on here, that one little spot that I didn't completely dry, do you see that? The ink got in there. I think there's too many things competing for its attention. Remember on the one that we just did? That spot right there. It was kind of not quite dry all the way through, so it took on some ink. That's what'll happen to this one if I don't let those dry too, but we can just go ahead with the experiment. So like I've got some big bumps here that may not be dry all the way through, but they're dry to the touch. So I'm gonna go put that on there, grab a couple of inks. A couple of Tim Holtz inks here. And these are the oxide sprays. So I'm going to shake a couple up. This one is picked raspberry. Ooh, I really got that one all shook up, don't I? And let's see what else we want to do. Peacock feathers. There we go, some full sprays. And do we have a blue? Maybe like a light blue? Oh yeah. Oh, faded jeans, that's a really dark blue. Let's just go ahead and try it. Faded jeans. Ooh! Oh, that's pretty. That's really pretty. So nice! I also want to try some of the shimmer sprays we just got in. A couple of you guys ordered those, so you should have them pretty soon. Alright. And then we're going to just take our dry and we're going to rub over it to make all of those little spots come out. So one thing that Jennifer McGuire likes to do with hers is make like a night sky, which is really similar to this, only you'd add a little bit more black and dark blue and stuff. But if you want to check out her video, she does some really cool things with it as well. But isn't that pretty? And they stay shiny and white. And they've got like texture to it. So it's bumpy. It's not just flat. Let's see if I can get that. Actually, it shows better on this. Do you see how it's bumpy? Because there's all those little pits in there. It's really cool. The other thing that I have not done that I'd like to do on here, these turned out really nice, is do the technique that I've seen other people doing where they use their spray to do embossing. Now, I've not pulled out any embossing powder, so if you guys want to vote on what color embossing, I would say let's stick to between like silver and gold. So who would like silver and who would like gold? And we'll do a little bit of embossing. This is so cool. I wish you could touch it. Hey, Leslie. Hi, Brenda Gentry. Right? Get those sprays out. Isn't that fun? It's so pretty. And this is not very expensive. A bottle of this, I want to say it's like $5 or $6. And I've been playing around with it tons. It'll last you a long time. So let's go ahead and try out. We're going to spray some on, and then we're going to dump the powder on. You have to dump your powder on before this dries because the little teeny particles, they tend to dry really fast. So we want to make sure we do that really quickly. So we're going to spray it on, and then I'm going to move the box out of the way really quickly and sprinkle on all of the embossing powder like right away. Like I have all these silvers and one gold. So I guess I'm going to grab silver. You can also heat set into this glitter if you want. I've not tried that. Maybe if you guys are really into that, we can try the glitter thing. So here's my silver. I'm thinking maybe we can try to trap some diamond dust in there and see how that works out. If you guys have ever done that. Decorate like magic. So maybe we'll try that. All right, here we go. So I'm going to lay this in here. We're going to randomly spray. And then I'm going to put the embossing powder on it quickly before it dries up. This is not coming off of here very well, and I don't want to spill embossing powder everywhere. There we go. Okay. I'm going to get this ready. Spray. Here we go. Mine just doesn't want to keep spraying. There we go. So there's a tip for you. If you get a one like me, make sure you're wiping off the spout because I forgot to do that every time. And here we go. We'll see how much we get to stick to this. Oh no. I should have used my embossing buddy. Although, you know what? That's probably all the little sprays that went all over it. I think this is going to work out just fine. Okay, so that's how it turned out. And we're going to go ahead and heat set that. Cool. All right. Now, if I move this back for you guys, you'll be able to see the heavier spots. Like there's a big plump there, a clump there. But we're not going to stop there. No, we're going to put some ink over the top of that. Trying to figure out what I did with my gold ink because I think that would look really pretty. I don't know what I did with it. Or we could probably use some gold. I'm thinking, how about some gold acrylic paint? That might work. I changed my mind. We're gonna use, where's the rust? Oh yeah, I don't have that one. Never mind. Ooh, I do have some gold in here. Let's use this one. Sorry to keep you waiting. I thought I had the new sprays, but unfortunately we didn't get as many of them as we requested, so some of us didn't get ours yet, and I'm one of them. Because we wanted to make sure that all you guys got yours. So I'm just going to try to use this with my finger, because we should be wiping some of it off. You can use a paintbrush if you want, whatever you want to do. Woo! That came out fast. Now I'm hoping this is still going to wipe off of here. We'll see what happens. I like to get dirty. I like to have fun, try new things, all that kind of stuff. So, here we go. Oh no. Oh, I used wet. What was I thinking? Silly me, we might have to try this again. I think we'll have to say that that was not as much of a success as I had hoped. But we do have a gold sheen on there. It's just not as bright gold as I was hoping. Yeah, that was gold acrylic paint. I wanted to see if that would work. It definitely left a gold sheen. I just started on one side with a wet. You make sure you use a dry one. It's pretty. This would look really cool with some like gold leaves and stuff for like an anniversary card. That would be really pretty. This side turned out really nice. This side I wiped off most of it with my wet. I shouldn't have done that. We can add a little bit more. A lot of cops around, a lot of screaming, wailing sirens and stuff today. And they've been kind of like setting up shop on the corner right in front of my house, which is weird because we were like mowing our lawn and this cop just kept sitting on the corner. I'm like, okay. Okay, now let's try a dry wipe this time. Leave some of that paint behind. There we go. Oh yeah. Oh, there we go. Look at that. Ooh, the camera doesn't even want to pick it up. It's so shiny. Isn't that pretty? Oh, I'm much happier with that. It's really, it doesn't want to show up on here. There we go. Oh, I like that a lot better. That turned out really cool. It's pretty. I would try blue on top. Maybe that would be pretty. My color's theme for Christmas this year, blue and silver. Yeah, we could do blue and silver. Do you guys want to go for that? Let's try one. Yeah, I like it. Oh, that's really shimmery. You know what else you could use on here? You could use your rub-ons. That would work probably even better. So here, if you've got these rub-ons that we've done recently, you could use those with a little, either your finger or a little dauber. And those would work out really well. So if you're looking for these are, a few of them are available in the store right now. QualityCrafts.com. That's pretty. We'll set that one aside. Let's go ahead and do another one and add the blue because I really like that. So if you want to just pick out which blue, like are you thinking about like a broken china or a mermaid lagoon, tumbled glass? Like what kind of color are you looking for in the blue? A light blue, a dark blue, a turquoise blue? Let me know which one floats your boat. We'll do blue and silver. I gotta make sure I have some more cut. Oh, Mermaid Lagoon. Okay, we're going with Mermaid Lagoon. That is the one everybody chose. Okay. So let's go ahead and spray some of this on. I was thinking, man, I wish I had like a stencil that had like maybe some Christmas trees in it or something. That'd be kind of cool. All right, here we go. I remember to wipe it off this time, so hopefully I'll wipe it off one more time. Hopefully we don't get any stickiness this time. Forgot to get my silver ready. I forgot to get it ready. Gotta set it down. Well, we'll see what happens when you don't get ready, huh? Some of that stuff might not stick. We'll see. So I made some really on-purpose sprays to see if I could get some in certain areas. So it wouldn't be all silver. We'll see how this works for us. That looks so cool. Guys, check out how not only is it splattered, but then it's textured and bumpy on the at the same time. Look at that. So neat. And it's all dry to the touch. Okay, so now we can do our blue, our Mermaid Lagoon. I need another piece of paper. Let's use this stuff up because it's not really cardstock. I don't know what it is. I love the texture too. It's so fun. Can you imagine? You could put that on there and put your, what is it called? Frontage. Oh my gosh, I got dust all over this. Frontage or something like that where you got little chunks and stuff. We could probably add some of like this really cool stuff. So this has glitter and stuff in it. We just had an order for these too. I forget what they're called. Twinkles or something. Look at that. Imagine we could put some of those in there. That has glitter, color, and white flecks. That would be really pretty too. Let's go ahead and do our blue. I'm not going to double dip either. I'm going to just take it all the way down to the bottom so we have like really dark at the top and then ombre it down. Yeah, let's add a little more to the top. Okay. So what's on there right now? Oh, and I forgot to wipe this off. See, you got to wipe it off each time. Don't forget. Is our Distress Resist Spray. And then Silver Embossing Powder and Mermaid Lagoon ink. And we need a tissue. We need something dry to go ahead and take that ink off of the top here. Now this might not have been completely dry, so it might have sucked in some of that blue. You might be like, there's no blue coming off, but if you look at my little towel, my little tissue here, you can see the blue coming off. Some people call this buffing. You can call it whatever you want. You know what? If you look really close, you can see all the white specks that dried before I got that powder on there. So there we go. Look at all the white. The white is all the teeny tiny dots that showed up because that spray dried before we could get any of that silver embossing powder on there. So not only do we have the silver and the blue, but we also have a white, which almost makes it look like oceans and pieces of land. That's really cool. I like that. That was the difference between that one and this one. So this one, we did the same technique, but we added gold acrylic paint around it. Hey, that was your guys' idea. What an awesome idea, right? So pretty. All right, where are we at for time? We got like 20 minutes left. So I wanted to try that other embossing powder, but do you guys have any other ideas that you saw or heard of that you want to see experimented here today? Do you want to see, I should say, do you want to see me doing one like this? I think this is pretty simple. So this was a piece of orange, the light orange, and I sprayed through a stencil to preserve the light orange, and then I went over the rest of it with dark orange. I do not have pan pastels. That would be a really cool idea. Fun idea. You know what? While you guys are thinking about it, I have another one that I really want to try. We could do black and white. That would look really cool, and I've not done that. That's a really easy one to do. I'm going to do that real quick. black and white. So we're going to preserve our white by spraying on top of it. I keep moving my spray. And so for this one, all I have to do is just spray and let it dry. And then I'm going to go black over the whole thing. I do have gelatos. We could try that. Deb, how you have gelatos and they're not being used? Come on, girlfriend. Get out some of your supplies and play around with them. I'm going to speed this up so we don't have to wait so long. What's that? I don't know, there's a little fleck of black. Oh. Oh, the metallic rubs. Well, why don't we do a little bit of each? So you guys can see both. I like that idea. Let me grab those. So the metallic rubs are really simple to grab because they are near my desk. And I'll grab some gelatos. Okay. So I really want to try black, so I'm going to do black down the center, and then we'll do some, you guys pick the color. Let's see what other colors do we have. Can we do like a red rub on, or do you want, how about this red one? Let me know if you're all for the red. Or if you want a different color. And then for the gelatos, you guys can choose, but I'm going to do black right down the middle while we're waiting. Here's my black. I gotta get an extra little felt so I can just do black. Ooh, did I push too hard? Is this gonna work? Alright, let's see. I need a dry one. Here we go. Ooh. That like wiped it out completely. Look at that. I don't see any white coming through there. That is interesting. Okay, so that was VersaFine Onyx Black ink that I put on there. And it seems to have covered it all up. That's interesting. Let's try the red. I'm going to use my finger. Let's get messy. Okay. There are a couple of big bursts over here that we should be able to see when we use this red. I know it might be because it's pigment ink. I don't know. That's so cool. So that would be great for Halloween because you have black, but you still have all that texture. It looks kind of wicked. Try to get a little bit more of that red in there. And then we'll try to wipe it off and see how that goes. So these are the rub-ons. A water-based ink, yeah. We should try that too. Okay, well let's try the red. Looks like that's working awesome. That's cool. Memento Tuxedo. I might have some Memento. Should we try that on the other side? We can do gelatos on our own other card. We'll do another one. Memento. I think I do. It might take me a second to find it. Oh, this stays on. We don't want that. Oh, I really buried it. There's one. Okay. Put these guys back. All right. I need a different felt because we don't want to mix that with the VersaFine. So a clean felt, Memento Tuxedo Black. This might not be as juicy, so we'll see what happens. I haven't used this one in a while. Looks like we should have plenty. Oh, look at the difference. It's almost like the Onyx Black was like a tar. This is like gliding right over the top of it. Very, very different. Good to know, right? Good to know. If you want to use a black, use your Memento, not your Tuxedo Black VersaFine. All right, my tissue. Look at that. Ooh, that's fun. There we go. Stars in the galaxy, right? And then this was the VersaFine. It just kind of tarred up and just like ooh, melted into it, which is really interesting. So we've got the red rub-ons. And then just the white with the Memento black ink. I'm glad I didn't get rid of my Memento when I decided I really, really love the VersaFine, because everything has a different purpose, right? I still think we could go over the top of this with another red and make it darker. Okay, let's put that one to the side, because we do want to try the gelatos. I have a feeling since those are water-based, those will turn out just fine. So let's go ahead and spray this baby. Where are you, spray? Okay, we're going to spray this. I'm going to go heavy-handed. Less color, more white. See what happens. There we go. Whew, I gotta clean up in here today. This has been a wild and crazy week. Penny, can you write down the people that really want it? Melanie Duffy says she would like one spray. So you definitely don't have to dry this. You can set it aside, spray a bunch of different ones, set them aside and let them dry. You don't have to blow it dry. I just want to for the sake of the video. We've got a couple of clumps there. Let you see kind of where it fell. I was really heavy-handed, so I'm not sure how much of the color is going to show, but that'll be really interesting. So let's pick 3 colors. Here are all the colors I have, pretty much any color in the rainbow. I'm going to pick 1 purple. If you guys want to pick the other 2 colors, we'll go with your colors. An Arrow Mama, if she didn't order one for her. Cheers, guys. I hope you're having fun. I hope you have like something exciting to do for this weekend. in October, my mom's coming down to do the like corn maze and all that kind of stuff, so I'm really excited about that. Oh, Linda Carafa suggested Halloween colors. So purple, orange, and yellow. Oops. Let's try those. Let's do that. October 5th is Worldwide Card Making Day. What day does that fall on? October 5th. Let me look quick. It's a Saturday. Do we have a sale that day? Oops, I went too far. September. Yes, no, yes. Ah, we have a sale that day. I was going to suggest we did like a card making thing, but. Alright, we're going to use some purple. I'm going to add a little bit of water to these to get these to move around a little bit. Or maybe just my finger. Or maybe a baby wipe. We'll see. But I don't want to smush them together so that they run together and make mud, because these colors are not complementary when they mix. Let's try my finger first. Oh yeah. There we go. You see I got a little bit of purple in there. Get off there, purple. Alright. That was a lot. I probably didn't need to add that much. Oh, see? Because we got my card. We got a lot of spray on there, so look what happened to all the orange. Isn't that cool? Alright, purple's going to be purple like gangbusters here. So if we would have done like the 3 primary colors, we would have gotten a nice little rainbow in here. That might be something you want to think about when you do yours. Ooh, I probably didn't even have to add that much color because of how much we sprayed. That's fun. Okay, I need another finger. I need a clean finger. Should have started with yellow. Yellow is a lighter color. I got my purple fingerprints all over that. My hand is a little bit damp now, my finger is. So it's going on a lot smoother, which is really fun. I love to use this stuff with my fingers. Oh, so much fun. Here's a cleaner, dry towel. We had a lot on that side. So all together, it just filled in all the little speckles that it didn't get covered. I'm not sure what happened here. There's like a little yellow oval there. I'm not sure about that. But if you wanted your color to stand out more, what you could do is maybe use a stencil, and then you could rub the colors all over the place and make them really different. Let's go ahead and add a little bit more to this. Can we do like a green on the edge? There's not a whole lot of place for the green to go, really. Nope, not really. The yellow pretty much covered it in. But I do like that. I like the gelatos. They are super fun. We've got about 6 minutes left. For sure we can get at least one more in. You guys have any other ideas that you want? Ooh, I wanted to try these. Should we see if we can get the diamond dust to stick? So instead of embossing powder, I'm going to try diamond dust. This is going to make a mess because, like, I don't have any really good way of doing this. Do I have maybe a little bowl around? Like a little tray would be nice, but I don't know if I have one. I think I pretty much sold them all. collecting tray. We have one. Oh, this I don't need. I don't see one by me. That would have been helpful. Well, we're just going to use what we got. I'm going to use this for a collector. So first we're going to spray it, and then we're going to dump Dazzling Diamonds on it. Spray, where are you? There she is. Oh, and I didn't wipe her off again. Ugh, that's really hard to remember. I'm not used to that. It's still working good though. Alright. Alright, Miss Spray. I put a ton on there because I don't want it to all dry before this gets covered. This is a lot heavier than what they were talking about being able to stick to this stuff, but let's try it out. And this is not an embossing powder, so it's not like we're going to heat it. We're just going to kind of let it dry. Make sure a lot of that gets into the garbage because I really don't want this all over the floor and stuff. Did you hear that? All that stuff crashing into the garbage? I'm giving it some nice flicks because I don't want all of it to fall back off. Look at that. I wonder if we sprayed a color on top of here, if the diamonds would soak up that color. I bet they would. But yet they're embedded in the resist spray. So what do you think would happen if we sprayed some colors on there? Do you think we'd still get a little bit of the white behind the resist? I think that would be really worthwhile, yeah? Blue? You're gonna do blue again? Let's check it out. Let's try it. Where did I put my sprays? On the floor. Alright, let me find a blue. Faded Jean we used already. Let's see if we can find a lighter blue. Oh, we got Mermaid Lagoon. Okay, which one? Oh, purple would be pretty. Should we do purple since we already did a lot of blue today? I like that idea. We've got Wilted Violet. Let's try this one. See, great minds think alike. I love experimenting with you guys. All right, here we go. Do we want full coverage? Full coverage. Yeah? Alright. Ooh, breathing in a lot of spray. I went crazy with that spray, didn't I? Okay. We're gonna soak up some of that. Ooh, those Dazzling Diamonds are sharp. Be careful. I don't want them to all come off, but some of them are. But check it out. Some of the white is still coming through underneath the diamonds. Look at that. But yet it is stained a little bit purple because the Dazzling Diamonds, they soaked it up. As far as I can tell. That's wild looking, huh? Wouldn't that be cool for a Halloween background? Awesome. That was a fun little ending. Wow, I'm going to have to get out my little, and get all these Dazzling Diamonds off my countertop here. I'll do that after I say goodbye, though. You guys didn't come to watch me clean. All right, we tried a ton of stuff today, and mostly, we're rocking the Distress Resist spray today. And so there's lots of things you can do with it. Since we have experimented quite a bit. We've used gelatos. We saw something interesting with that, the black ink, the VersaFine versus the Memento. And then we did a little bit of rub-ons on this one. We didn't do this one together, but that was a resist for the light orange and then a dark orange wash over the top. We did a couple of really cool blue and gold mixes with some silver embossing powder mixed with the Distress spray. We did one highlight with the leaf in there. You could, for Halloween, put a little witch flying across there. Stamp your witch first, then make your stencil, your circle stencil, put your stencil over the top, and then spray it. And then you could do like yellows and stuff if you want. Here's another one that I did with, that was the one that had the, that I used for the yellows. But if you turn it around, you can get that other fun look. And then another couple of real simple ones that we did. We did this one today where we sprayed it. And then we added Tim Holtz sprays, oxide sprays right over the top. We could even drip some water on here and still get that fun pickup effect as well. We just didn't do that, but we could. And then we've got some of the ones that I made beforehand where I used the stencil, sprayed, and then took the stencil off and ran some ink over the top. And then this was just a couple of straight-on sprays with a little bit of rainbow. Fun stuff. So there's a lot going on in Quality Crafts right now. A big order just went in for the Sizzix dies and stuff. And so if you've gotten in on that, woohoo, I can't wait. I'm super excited that order went in. And then we have, I don't know if you know about it, but if you go into the group, you'll see a video made by Wendy Vecchi herself. And she talks about how we can get more magnets and a specifically sized mat to go with that station. So I'm super excited about that. It's $6 for the extra magnets and $10 for the mat. But if you get them both, we're going to reduce it by $1. So $15 for both if you want to get those. Make sure that you comment on one of those pictures that we've put out so that we can add you to that. And there is a sale next weekend, not this weekend, but the next weekend. So be watching for the pre-sale group. We'll be putting some stuff out there. And if you're a patron, be watching because, let's see, did I do this one already? No, there's an envelope challenge video that's going to be coming up on there real soon. And so if you're not a patron, you won't get to see those, right? Alrighty, the leaf and purple backgrounds are my favorite. Yeah, this one. This one and the purple. Oh, where did the purple go? I think I lost it. Oh, there it is. I put it on the bottom. I should put it on the top. It's still drying. Super fun, you guys. So if you like to have more of this, give a thumbs up so that that YouTube knows that you like this kind of content. And remember, we always go live at 5 on Wednesdays and Friday evenings, and then every other Saturday from 10 to 2 is a sale. So not this weekend, but the following weekend we'll have a sale, and I can't wait to see you guys next video.